Welcome everybody to Comedy on Tap. I'm your host Mark Bonto, and we've got another hilarious show for you, I think, but I hope so. With me this week is a comedian from the area. We're just going to get to know him and talk with him. We hear how funny he is.
We try.
So we'll find out. With me this week, Mike Chambers. Mike, welcome to Comedy on Tap.
Thank you.
You know, my rooms are called The Funny Spot, but the show is called Comedy on Tap.
Oh, I like this.
There you go. Now, Mike, I just getting to know you.
Yes.
A little bit. So this is really interesting. You were telling me a little bit about how long have you been doing comedy?
5 years.
Five years.
5 years. I took a year off to take care of my parents. They were getting sick.
Right.
And then I was going to actually quit for good. And Mark Sweetman, we were at Sunday Night Funnies, and he's like, "Why aren't you doing comedy anymore?" I was like, "I gave it up." And no, get back up. Go do it. And so he pushed me back into.
Good for
so
him.
It's been a good 5 years.
Yeah. And you've been hitting a lot of places since then.
I try to. I've done Saginaw, Ohio, Kalamazoo area.
Right.
But yeah.
And you smell good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Mike came in the studio and it just permeated.
I took a shower. I want to be fresh.
You see? And he sounds, I'm Italian. He sounds Italian, but he's not. He was telling me you're not.
I'm Irish and Polish.
Irish and Polish. Yeah. Huh.
Unless I'm drunk, and then I'm Chinese.
I love that joke. You don't talk Chinese. No, go ahead.
I gotta get boozed up first.
You gotta get boozed up. Spoken like a true Irishman. And then you've got the crew cut. Is that like a military thing?
No. I just always, one day I went and got my
Who has crew cuts in a
Nobody.
This guy's
Nobody
impressive.
does it anymore.
You're coming. They don't. You're coming back. Because look at he dresses up. He smells nice. He looks good.
I try.
Wow. You can upstage me.
I try to go after Uncle Larry.
Right.
He was one of my idols. So
Uncle Larry?
Yeah.
You talking about?
Yep.
Really?
I had him out at our little show, and it was so much fun. I was so nervous.
Right? Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to meet him, and then you finally do. It's like, ooh.
I'm actually going to be working with him next
Oh, are
month.
you?
Yeah. Wow. And I've seen him forever, too. And it'll be the first time I've ever worked with him or met him, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. He's a great guy. Super nice guy.
You were telling me about your now, not only do you do comedy these 5 years and stuff, but you're telling me about we just started before the show. We just started into this. Let's get back into this because Jerry Donovan. Not only have I known him for quite a while, but very funny, incredibly. And so, tell me, you're running a room for him or what?
Yeah, Jerry has a bunch of different rooms. There's 4 of them. One of them is mine in Lowell. It's an old movie theater. Okay. Actually, Laurel and Hardy played on the stage back in the 30s.
Really?
It was built. And so the theater part's gone, but the stage is all still there. And yeah, we do a show out of there. We fit 170 people on a show once a month. It's date night in Lowell. There's only 3,800 people in town. So to them, they go to dinner and they come to the show.
Is it a Saturday night?
It's a Saturday night. We always have 3 comics. Brian McCree, he's from Flint.
Right.
He's been there. He's coming back. They all love Brian.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. So it's kind of like a opener.
Yep.
Feature headliner show.
Yep. And then I come out, host it, say a little something for our sponsors, and
that's pretty impressive, bro. 5 years, you're getting your feet wet.
Yep. I've learned a lot.
Yeah. You've never done the funny spot, so
no,
and so I haven't. But you're definitely more than welcome to do one of my shows.
I love that.
Yeah. So you've been doing these shows. Tell us a little bit about your comedy. What do you talk about? Do you talk about how nice you smell and how good you look?
Well, no, actually, it's a lot on dating because I have a hard time with women and dating. And
you're not married?
No, I was engaged, and we broke up for a little time. We were house shopping, which was stressful. And we broke up, and we broke up for a good year. Went and I bought a house. I don't know what she was up to, and she kept coming around. And then one night I woke up, and she was trying to kill me with a pillow. So we had to. I got rid of being engaged, and I thought
there was a punchline. I thought there was that's really happened.
That really happened. And so ever since then, I don't care about marriage or.
Do you care about sleep?
A little bit. I sleep with a gun, actually.
Under your pillow, just in case that happens again.
Just in case.
Well, that would turn you off, basically, too.
Yeah. So I date here and there. About 3 weeks, 3 months is usually my longevity. And then,
Okay. So a lot of females that come to the shows watch you.
Yeah, none of them really care for me.
So what kind of comedy do you do?
It's
dating and
it's dating. It's usually things I find in the paper that
current
stories. Yeah. Okay. It can be anything. It's usually past experiences or things I find weird. Just
Give us a sample. You have a sample joke? Anything?
Let's see. I should put you on the spot because I wasn't.
You weren't prepared. Well,
I was not prepared.
I'll fill in the time while you think of something that you could do, because there's a lot of funny things that I'm sure your set. Do you think of your set? Do you have a set prepared? Obviously.
Yeah, I always write it out, and I always have the basic premise, and then it kind of skewers one way or the other.
So you memorize the premises.
Yep.
And then you just go down the list.
I have my neighbors one time. They went and they wanted me to get a dog, and I travel for my day job. I'm not home enough to have a dog. Oh, get a dog. And I said as a joke, if I'm going to get an animal, I'm going to get a duck.
A duck.
A duck.
Right.
So I come home. They bought me a duck.
They really bought you?
They really. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this stupid ass thing? What do you do with a duck?
Right.
So $1,200 later, I built it a pond, a coop, fenced-in backyard. Duck's fine, but he's still lonely.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, you got to get a female duck.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. So I go and get a female duck. The male duck that I got, the neighbors named it Ike, so I named this one Tina. And just like the Turners, he whips the shit out of her. Poor duck.
Oh, those ducks.
It's entertaining for my neighbors.
It is. It is. Well, at least, a duck can't really offer you protection or anything.
No, they just quack, eat shit, and bang each other.
And you don't live on a farm?
No, I live in a subdivision.
Wow. And you're from Lowell as well?
Yes. Yep.
So you've been in it 5 years. So were you always interested in comedy? How did you?
Yeah. When I was a little kid, I grew up in Catholic school.
Oh, okay.
So every day, I remember when I was a kid, we had to sing, and I hated singing.
Right.
I liked to be in front of people, but I hated the singing part. And Sister Evangeline every single day, because I wouldn't sing, she'd grab your cheeks on those little trips, and then slap me senseless.
Right.
Because I'm not singing. But I liked making people laugh, and she would get so pissed off. So I knew I was going to get beat every day, so I might as well make an enjoyment. So back when I was little, I used to always watch Steve Martin and Robin Williams were always my two. And then Richard Pryor, and I used to watch Cheech and Chong. And Cheech and Chong always made me laugh, but I couldn't figure out why.
Right.
Till I became a little older. I'm like, oh, that's what's going on.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny
now
stuff.
I got it. So yeah.
So you bring in that kind of stuff. So you're involved. You listen to comedy. You like to listen to comedy,
Yes.
and then your big break came.
5 years ago, I was driving down the road and open mic night at Sunday Night Funnies.
Okay.
Talked to Brian. He's like, you can be on in 3 weeks.
Brian Morbat. Is that the first time you ever did stand?
Yeah, it was the first time. Bombed. Oh, horribly bombed.
Well, don't we all when we first?
Oh,
go out?
God.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and I was hooked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to keep doing this.
Well, good for
And
you.
I took some time off, and Sweetman came up, and hey.
Mark Sweetman
Yep.
from Royal Oak, I believe. He's done many of my shows around here. So.
Oh, he has been?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good, real good guy. He's been around. Actually, there's very few people in this whole comedy scene who's been around as long as I have. I've been doing stand-up for 38 years.
Wow.
I'm still not very good. I'm like Eric. But 38 years, Mark Sweetman is one of the few who has been doing it as long as me.
He has the best stories of the 80s.
Right.
It's like, oh, God. Well, I could have been born sooner.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of... Did you say you do Catholic jokes? You do?
I've done a few.
Because I grew up Catholic, and I didn't go to Catholic school. But
See, I had to do every day.
uh
And
Did you do catechism and all that?
Oh, yeah. And then we had to do church every day. And
So did I.
Yeah. I stopped actually going to
Is he in the picture still, John?
Am I?
Oh, you are? Okay. You're just leaning away. I thought, well, maybe I don't smell good.
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
I was getting too comfortable.
Well, that's okay. No, this is what we're all about here. Next time we're going to have you here, we're going to have a big six-pack.
Yeah, we got to have beer.
Got to have beer doing the show. Wouldn't that be fun, John? Can we do that? That'd be a lot of fun. He wouldn't mind. What else? So, I don't know if we touched it. So, do you have just one set? Or do you have different sets?
I have like for my show, because it's a lot of the same people, I write a new set every 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So
you're like me. I do the same thing. Very few people do that.
Yeah, in those days it's a pain. It's 4 days into a show and you're still, I don't like this.
Right. Right. Wow, you're one of the few people. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So, how do you sit right down and say, all right, this is funny, or do you think of stuff?
No, I sit and think, because I drive truck during the day, so I always got the radio on, so I'm always listening and finding odd stories, and then I'll sit and I'll jot it down.
You get an 18-wheeler truck? Or
what's that?
What kind of truck?
18-wheeler. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We got a trucker on the show.
Driver.
A trucker comedian. And
Now, Before I drove where I am now, I was a milkman for 30 years.
Really?
Yeah, I delivered milk. I did too. And yeah, I did make home deliveries. Depends on who she was.
Yeah, as a milkman, right? Exactly. Matter of fact, one of my kids resembles.
Yeah, I get nervous around Halloween.
Yeah.
Because the kids come up to the door and the mom like, oh, this is one of them papers. I am so screwed. He does have my nose.
Even under that mask, I can tell that's a Chambers boy.
Yep.
Wow.
But I'm also the guy that hands the case of beer.
Yeah.
And so I always hand out beer to the parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a nice little gesture.
Do you really do that?
I seriously do. I do wine,
I'm going to Lowell for Halloween.
beer, and Captain Morgan's.
Do you really?
Yeah, I swear to God I do.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I've never heard. I mean, that's.
One year I had one guy. I offered him a beer. He had two little boys.
Let's go to the milkman's house. He's got booze.
And he yelled at me for offering him a beer. Like, I'm not offering your kids beer.
Right,
I'm not putting-
it's
do you want a beer? And it was,
He was the only guy that got.
Yeah.
Apps.
I was going
This kid probably doesn't even eat the candy.
I know. I was going to burn in hell. Yeah.
But
least I
there's
drink
not
it, man.
milkmen anymore, though. Is that why you started driving a
No, it was just wear and tear.
Uh-huh.
You can't do comedy and get up at 3 in the morning going back into work.
Right.
So I had
So how long have you been driving a truck?
totally 31 years. I started when I was 16.
Okay, so you've been driving a truck and you were milkman at the same time?
Well, I was milkman and you drive truck. I started when I was 16.
So you did a lot of road time. So
Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's
In fact, I used to
crazy.
deliver to Flint
You did?
for years. It was one of my areas.
Like I said, you look familiar. That Chambers boy gets around. Do you have any? Now you've been doing this for 5 years. That's still good little bit of experience. Tell me, do you have any stories? Any good, bad stories? I don't know, behind the scenes, on the stage, anything?
Well, I've seen people rush stages to knock somebody out for they're doing a joke, and people nowadays they take things way too serious.
The audience?
Yeah, the audience is like, it's a spread out joke. It's not focused just on you, whoever person. And
But everything's about them, isn't it?
yeah, I had a effect one night. We were at a place and they gave us a hotel room, and I ain't gonna lie, but some of us were getting a little poo-pooed, a little shit-faced, and this woman walks up and she wants my autograph. And I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I just did my set and I didn't even like it. But here you go, lady.
Right.
And she, you want a beer? I'm like, well, yeah. So me and her get drinking. She want to go to my room? Absolutely.
Now go to the start of the story. Where was this at?
This is a place we do open mics at.
At a hotel? Okay.
Well, it's at a bar and a hotel.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And so off to the room we go. So she's like a comedy groupie or something. I don't know. So we're going at it, and it's like 2 in the morning. So I'm like, hey, will you do me a favor?
Going at it, meaning they're drinking beer.
We're drinking beer.
Right.
Yeah, we're playing backgammon. I go, can you set your alarm for 4 a.m.? Well, why? So I got to get up for my day job. What's your day job? I'm a milkman. And she didn't believe. She thought it was a whole. And then it dawned on her. I get up at 4 a.m. and I'm putting my work uniform on.
Right.
And she got bummed because she thought she banged somebody impressive.
And you were just a milkman.
I'm just a milkman.
I take it back, all right? What just happened last night?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, lady, tell me your address. I'll stop over later.
With more milk.
With more milk.
Do you have any, because of you have this, it's hard to ask about, do you have a prep before you go on stage? Do you do, any habits or is there any?
I just try to kind of walk away from everybody.
Interesting.
Like when I do the little show, everybody's having dinner.
What's the name of that show? Sorry.
It is Larkin's Comedy Night.
Larkin's Comedy Night.
And I'll go and I talk to everybody before the show, have fun, glad you're here. But then I'll go take 20 minutes and just disappear, think.
Right. You getting your set together in your head and getting
going
in
through
there.
everything in my head,
That
make
makes
sure everything's
sense.
set,
Sure.
and then go out and give the best I
And
can.
do your thing. Speaking of which, now where can we see Mike Chambers? Other than the Lowell show? All around.
Yeah, I haven't really sat down and done any.
Do you stick mainly to that area? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to venture when I can. Usually,
Well, you're a working guy.
Yeah, so I'm always at work, so it's kind of hard to.
You're like me. We've got day jobs. we've got more to do than this comedy thing,
Right.
and we still are diligent. We put it in. How old are you?
45.
45. Okay, we got it on tape here. This is right here on the Comedy and Tap. 45.
Halfway to 90.
And you said you've been driving for 30 years?
Yeah. 29 actually.
Doing the math here. Not sure I quit. Okay, we're at 29
years.
Okay, all right. Wow. There's a 15-year-old driving that semi.
I did drive at 15.
Did you really?
Yeah. You could when you were a kid, if you had a farm,
Right.
you could legally drive at 15.
Semi?
No.
Oh, just
16 semi.
Right.
But that was back when you could do things and nobody
The
seen
only Irish Polish guy I've ever had on my show who speaks like he's in the country.
Italian.
I'm excited to, and you seem Italian though.
Yeah.
You look like my uncle. You seem like you're my Uncle Joey.
I dated an Italian woman.
Tell me about it.
Oh, God, she was pretty. Very pretty.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, I've known her entire family.
Did you know you were a milkman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. And the thing is, her brother, he actually owns a concrete business.
So
it made going to dinner really awkward. Because I'm like, God, please don't ask me to go fishing. 'Cause I don't want to get put in shoes.
That's funny.
I can't swim anyway. You don't even need the concrete. I'll sink.
You know, when I asked you about some stuff a little while ago that you couldn't think of, do you have that in your set?
No.
That's funny stuff.
I just.
Put it in.
I know. I should.
Put it in. Good stuff. We're coming to the final minutes, Mike. You need to tell us a little bit about. Well, we talked about how we can see you, and we talked a little bit about you. Is there anything else you wanted to? I don't know. Just put out there for people to know about you. What are your goals?
What are my goals?
Do you have any goals?
Yes, I do.
Come to think of it.
Come to think about it, I do have goals.
Okay.
And they're pretty simple. Just make people laugh. Try to make as many chicks as I can get my hands on.
Is that, you hear about that though, but is there a whole lot of comedy? Because I've been doing this for 38 years. I've been hit on maybe once.
I haven't really. I have a couple. The woman at the one place,
Right.
But it doesn't happen very often.
No.
They're usually like, "You're completely freaky." So then,
I used to open for a rock group. I used to open for a rock group, right? Yeah. And they would get these groupies, right? They come backstage, they'd be ripping off their clothes and throwing themselves. I was a comedian. I get like little old ladies. I baked you a pie.
I'm hungry.
That's what I would get.
Was it cherry?
I don't remember. But you got an audience out there. Mike Chambers, it's been good having you on. Now, you promise you'll come out to the funny spot.
Yes, I'll come out and do one of your shows. I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, and I'd be willing to come out and check out your show.
Yeah.
Is there a charge to come to the?
For our shows, it is. It's $10 a ticket, $15 for a bucket of beer or wine. So it's.
But you always have a feature, a headliner, and.
Yep, always have a feature headliner, me, and then sometimes headliners bring somebody, friend of theirs.
Sounds great. Well,
It's always a party. It's always a good time.
Mike Chambers. All right, thanks, Mike, for coming by.
Thanks, Mark.
I appreciate it. Sit right there. Sit right
That's
there.
it? We gotta wait?
Well, I gotta wait. We gotta wait. I gotta do a little wrap
This
up
worked,
thing.
I couldn't tell.
This has been Mike Chambers. If you want to check him out, you can.
You can find me Facebook, and that's pretty much it. I'm not really.
You're not really a media
No,
kind of.
I should be.
Yeah, we'll get them straight
We'll
after
get
the
it
show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That's all the time we have for this week here on Comedy and Tap. My name is Mark Bonto. Everybody have a funny night. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
All right, now, right.